The world's favorite Liverpool-born Beatles tribute, the Mersey Beatles, are playing the very same towns, cities and historic British venues the original Fab Four did during the days of Beatlemania. Fresh from sell-out shows across America and Europe, the band's Get Back UK tour hits Bedford on Wednesday, November 14th, and, as part of this interactive show, the Mersey Beatles will feature treasured stories and memories from fans who saw John, Paul, George and Ringo in Bedford in the 1960s. The Beatles performed at Bedford Corn Exchange on December 13, 1962, when they headlined a bill which also featured Robin Hall and Jimmy McGregor. The Beatles played Bedford on two further occasions, both in 1963 at the Granada Cinema, which was demolished in 1991. So, were you at the gigs? What was your highlight? Did you meet the band? Did you scream? Have you got photographs? Did you meet your sweetheart while twisting and shouting? What made the Beatles so special? The Mersey Beatles will project these stories, and the names of the fans who supplied them, onto a screen on stage at their Corn Exchange show. Formed in 1999, the Mersey Beatles, Mark Blore, John, Stephen Howard, Paul, Craig McGowan, George, and Brian Ambrose, Ringo, were the resident band at Liverpool's world-famous Cavern Club for more than a decade and have toured the world many times over. Mark said, "All our shows are a massive celebration of the best band and best music ever made, and audiences always play a huge part in the experience. We like people to get up on their feet, dancing and joining in. For this, our biggest ever UK tour, we are playing the same venues and towns the Fab Four played back in the days of Beatlemania. We want as many of those fans who were at the original gigs to relive those golden days. And what better way than to capture their stories and memories and include them as part of the show? So, if you were at the original gigs, or your parents or grandparents were, then please get in touch. We'd love to hear those stories and share them at each show. Please email your memories of the Beatles in Bedford to merseybeatles@rodesmedia.com. Fab Four fans attending the Mersey Beatles Corn Exchange gig, which covers all areas of the Beatles' career from Beatlemania to Sgt. Pepper and Abbey Road, are in for a real treat. Stephen added, "We take the audience on a real journey through all the Beatles albums and hits, and for this historic tour we have also added two special sections. We will play the same set list as played by the Beatles the last time they played the Corn Exchange, and a special 50th anniversary tribute to the hits and seminal tracks from the White Album. There are some truly sensational tracks on the White Album that we know audiences will absolutely love. We cannot wait for the tour to start. It's going to be incredible." Tickets for the Mersey Beatles show at Bedford Corn Exchange on November 14th are on sale now from the venue and www.ticketmaster.co.uk.